Okay, Islam Sheikh Dwayne Buffett Bay is still May the 8th, 2025. And right now, I'm about to do the leg rest. There's still one other person in here. That's only one, the same person I spoke about in the other video. I don't know. I'm just letting you know. If you hear noise, it's just another person in here. So let's see here. I'm at Crossman's Apartments. The person is a male, and just a description. I don't know his nationality. I don't know. Maybe if you was in, say, "Oh, that's a pale skin person," but I don't know. So just one other person right now. Here, I'm looking at the time. I don't see the time on because Imani on this wonderful, I think very expensive phone, because I think $50 is enough to pay for a phone, maybe $40. Um, the um, the phones you can get at T-Mobile. I mean, not T-Mobile, but um, what do you Target? Those phones are great, but we had to get a phone. So, and this is the only phone that they would work with. So it was over $50. It was over $40. I was very disappointed. So I think I can't really see the time because there's a crack here. Money cracked the phone. So, and the clock is not working. So I'm assuming it's approximately about 3:15, going on 3:30, because I spent 30 minutes on going on 3 and 3:30. So I spent like 20 minutes on the treadmill for the second session, or 25 minutes. And on the first session, I spent maybe 1 minute. I spent maybe not 1 minute. First session, I spent maybe 30 minutes. So the second session, maybe 25 minutes. Part one was maybe 30 minutes. And this is still leg press machine. Okay. I think I'm going to do the average. Really picking one. So I think I'm going to put like 25 kgs, and I might have to bring it back. Right? There. Got my leg up. As I put my knee up, it's not hurting. Mostly now when my knee is from pressure, my knee is because the lab experiments that exist in Annapolis that's connected to the military, that's unnaturalized, Navy, Army, whatever the military branches and police are using them. They connected it, that's why. It's not because of an issue naturally. And so with things like that, you best believe, and if they're doing it in the open, best believe the hospitals made a lot of money here in Annapolis. If they're able to do it to someone who's not from Annapolis in the open, and there are people who've been here for a long time, and I've seen very physically, mentally ill people here in Annapolis. I can only imagine the insurance companies, um, how many people are on some type of medication, the prescription. I can only imagine how much money has I guess you want to say flow, or circulated in Annapolis in reference to mental and physical health. Um, it's probably so much in this little city, this small city, with the United States Navy and Army here. It's probably ridiculous. Now, think about on the mass level on this landmass. And it's because lab experiments travel. I mean, they go from one city to the next, they go to one state to the next, and they've been programmed to make people sick. The humanoid AI that's used as a weapon. Um, and other lab experiments that are used as weapons um, against beings that are here. Some would say human beings. According to Black's Law Dictionary, that might mean something different, human, but I'm referring to actually human as in um, a woman, a female, a male, who's capable of implementing natural law and having a baby without artificial stimulation, where they can actually have the baby without somebody planting something in them. Wait, eggs? Give him eggs. He said, "You the new generation. You have evolved. You evolved. You're so smart. Look at what they can do." Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think this is looks like this is actually going to be 55 pounds and 25 kgs. pain in my foot. When I wake up to use the restroom in the middle of the night, as I'm hearing black, Negro, female, and that which speaks Spanish, predominantly in the apartment accent, um, I will experience force pain in my foot as I walk. Once again, it's about health, a lot about health. Not all about health, but it's a lot about health. Okay, so now I'm going to do 55 pounds at 25 kgs. Then I'm going to, I don't think, actually I think I need to do 40 pounds. Not 40 pounds. I don't think I really go to 70. I think usually I started, it's been a while since I've been in here because of my knee and then my transitioning from other things. So I think I want to do 40 pounds and do a section of that. 40 pounds for 18 kgs. This actually feels very easy. Let me try. Let me just do 55 pounds again. I don't want to do 70 because it feels good because I'm not experiencing forced sharp pain in my knee. That's why. Because once again, it's about health. You know, there's a lot of corrupt doctors and nurses, and they don't want people to start talking about what they experienced before they had to go to the doctor, before they had to go to psychologists. So if they start talking and speaking the truth, then, because you know, in Annapolis, people keep saying lawsuit, we're going to sue. They have no idea what the future has in store for these corrupt hospitals and doctors and nurses. It's so funny to hear so many people talk about how they're going to sue. When people start really speaking the truth about what they experienced before they had to take their children to the hospital, before they had a baby, before they lost their baby. Because you know, many women have babies and they lose them, and many women have babies with mental illness or disfiguration or so forth. When people, I'm not saying if, I know they're going to, when they start communicating this, because they, you know, right now in Annapolis, I can't tell you how many times they get happy and they start talking about how they're going to sue. They have no idea. They really don't. And what I think they're relying on is humanoid AI to attack the people that say they're going to speak about it and sue. They're relying on lab experiments to subjugate people from talking. But you'd be surprised when people really want freedom and what that spirit of wind can do. Because when one thing starts to open up and spoke about, and then a whole bunch of stuff starts coming out. This is why I was experiencing forced sharp pains in my knee. It's because of health and hoping to subjugate where I don't talk. Because they want to be able to sex traffic with whoever or whatever is stalking the apartment. And if they can't do that, force Imani and I to leave. wants us to leave Annapolis. Now it's just me here. Okay, that's gonna be my knee. I'm gonna also go on the elliptical. That actually felt really good. Really, really, really good. Okay, so that's 20 minutes. It's still May 8th, 2025. That really felt good. My knee feels so really good. I mean, my legs, just my being feels good.